Yeah, what's going on, Kings, Queens, and everybody in between? It's your boy Poppy Just, aka Justin. Today, asking people a question if they're always themselves or are they who they surround themselves with. It's my first time going public with the questions, so I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get straight into it. So, would you say you're always yourself, or are you who you're around?
Nah, I'm always myself, 100%, all the time, every day.
I'd say that I'm always myself. It's just the level of how much I give out, like my personality, depends on who I'm around.
Always myself.
That really depends. Sometimes you can be a certain person with a certain friend group.
I would say I'm always myself. I think I'm just a big extrovert, so I don't think about that. I just say whatever comes to mind.
I don't really change myself. I probably change, I don't want to say the demeanor, but your attitude, vocabulary and things like that may change. But me as a person, my inspiration as my embodiment, it don't really change. I'm forever goofy, I'm forever gonna joke, I'm forever gonna keep it a buck with you.
No, I'm not always myself. I always adapt to the environment.
To be honest, I would say I'm not always myself. There's times where I go through my ups and downs. To be all honest with you, bro, there's times where I'm just I'm feeling good, I'm excited, I'm ready to go to work, I'm ready to go, continue my goals, continue what I was striving for. And then, when you're burnt out, I feel like Juan Pablo, ready to go, ready to become Narcos, bro.
You can be yourself, but it all depends on where you come from, the environment you come from. To me, I feel like I'm myself.
I'm always myself. I think it depends on more of the business part of it. Of course, you want to be more professional when you go around people you don't know first.
No, I'm a one-man gang. I move to the beat of my own drum. Your drum, I want to sit down. Your drum, I want to dance. But my drum, no, that was wrong. Your drum, I want to sit down. My drum make me dance. I move to the beat of my own drum.
Yeah.
Bad, so I'm myself wherever I'm at. I'm gonna be me.
I am who I am around. I don't show who I am to everybody because I don't fully trust people if I do not know who they are. Once I get to know somebody for who they are, then they can get the real me.
Always myself, generally. Try to bring myself always to any table, because then that makes the table more cultured, inspiring, maybe motivating to some people, but always try to be myself.
Now I would say I'm myself around no matter who I am. Around 2 years ago, I probably would change my personality depending on who I am, just because I wasn't so confident in myself.
No matter my surroundings, just always be myself. I live to please myself, I don't live to please others. I'm 100% myself, no excuses or anything like that.
If I go out, I'm gonna be lit, and I'm not gonna sit there and be a party pooper, not join the vibe or get in a circle or something like that. There's also a time and place for everything too. So that's what I also feel like.
Always. I'm always myself at all times, or I try to be.
I definitely don't think I'm always myself. It definitely does depend on who I'm around, who I'm gonna be. I don't necessarily think I'm fake around certain people. It's just I don't think I can 100% always be myself around certain people. I guess code switching is the way to put that. I definitely feel like there are certain people in my life I can 100% be myself around, and then there's certain people I get around where I might have to hold back a little bit. They might think I'm weird, or but I never think I try to go past that. I don't try to be anybody that I'm not. I just don't think I can fully be me around certain people.
So let's say you've known this friend group for 5 years, and you're with the friends, you're really comfortable. Then you meet this new person. There's certain people you can connect with and be yourself around, and there's certain people you have to have a boundary up because they just won't get it, or they just won't understand where you're coming from. So you do have to be a different person, but I wouldn't say in a bad way. It's more not to protect yourself, but just to have respect,
My best friend, he's a pastor for a church, so he tends to talk more about ministry. He tends to talk more about church events that he's gonna have or that he's planning for. And don't get me wrong, I love, sometimes getting out of the medicine world and, talking about something different. But when I'm grinding, when I'm all right, it's a game, sometimes I tend to just surround myself more with, my mentors. They talk about what I'm surrounding myself with, what I'm trying to become.
I don't care what you think of me, bro. Really, your opinion don't matter. If words could hurt people, there'd be a lot of dead people now. You know what I mean?
I've gone through a lot, learned a lot about myself, about people. Just be you. It's not that serious.
Do you feel like it could change if you're in a business setting versus your hometown friends?
Yeah, if I was in a business setting, I still feel like myself and like I'd act like myself. I just wouldn't be as like open and like vibrant, I guess.
If I just met you, you know, I'm obviously not gonna be like all, you know, like in your face, but if I've known you for a while or like we're getting to know each other, then you're gonna start seeing like, you know, more of me. But I don't think that I, you know, change my personality or like change the way I act or think.
I ain't trying to really sugarcoat it with nobody. If you ask me a direct question, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. If I ain't feeling it, I ain't feeling it. If you wanna go do something, I ain't feeling it, hey, you do you, cuz, go ahead this week.
First impression is the best impression.
Yeah, see, that would be different. Professional, and friends is friends. I would talk with friends. Professional is professional. You can't mix the two. You know what I'm saying? That's not right. That'll be wrong. Because over here, I can do what I want, but professional, I can't do that. Like right here, I can drink a beer.
Yeah.
But professional, I can't do that.
I know in the workplace, I do keep a lid on who I am because, you know, just a little more professionalism. It's not everything I'm going to say in front of you versus in front of like my boss or something, you know.
In a business setting, I'm not gonna be wild, lit, let's get drunk, you know, Bobby, like, well, you know, so I know how to play the part in like corporate America, which that's the end goal, really, own my own company, and I can make my own rules.
Business settings probably change over time, depending on who you're being professional with, but when you're with your friends and when you're with people that truly know you from where you are outside of certain things, you generally, you know, bring a different character sometimes.
Not really. I want to say I usually am still myself.
You feel like you had to put on a persona or facade for other people, like your crowd?
Not for any people that I care about, but for people, you know, in the business world, you have to.
You feel like it changes your hometown friends versus like in a professional setting kind of thing?
Yes, most definitely. Like, especially if you from the hood versus growing up in the suburbs, it's definitely gonna be too different. Everybody who knows, they know.
So it just depends on like comfortability kind of thing?
Yeah, definitely that.
Like comfortability kind of thing?
I do try to tone it down depending on like my level of comfortability with people, but I think I'm always myself.
So it depends on comfortability kind of thing?
Comfortability, yeah. I don't necessarily feel comfortable with everybody. I have to really fuck with you to be my full 100% self. So
I can be myself around people. Like, if I get comfortable with you, like, there's a surface level I feel like just matching the vibe, you know? It works for me. Like,
You feel like you ever had to try to be like anybody else you're around?
Probably when I was younger, cause I ain't know no better, but now, nah, just me all the time.
You ever felt the need to be like anyone else or to fit in?
Nah, I never fit in. I think I definitely value me never fitting in. I'm proud to be a Haitian, I'm proud to be me. And I don't have nothing I want to change. I ain't gotta be nobody. I don't feel like I have anything to change for. If I ain't got it, I ain't got it. I ain't no scammer, I ain't no none of that. I'm me.
What's going on? So to end the video, I just wanted to say, you know, answering the question myself, I would say as I was younger, I always used to, you know, try to be the people I was around and try to fit in per se. But as I got older through the years and stuff, what I learned is it's like, you know, nothing beats being yourself, and internally you just won't feel the same. You know, with the business setting or anything like that, I feel like I can always be myself just the way I was raised, and that's just how I am. I speak properly, stuff like that. But with my friends, you know, I don't think I'll fully be myself. I feel like there's kind of layers. So it's like it's always me, but the more comfortable I get with people is when I'll open up more, because I'm very reserved. I'm always myself, and it's a message to you guys. You should always be yourself no matter what. If you feel like you have to change who you are to the people you're around, you're not around the right people. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Next week we have, do you believe the world perceives you the same way you see yourself? Thank you guys again. Stay tuned.